Greetings, families. Welcome back once again. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you are well. I hope your day is good. This video is a history lesson from Mali. The history between Algeria and Mali is very, very deep, it's thick. And so that's why what is going on is surprising and is shocking a lot of people. And you can tell they are taking it in a very diplomatic way. According to some of them, it's something small, but it is deep. Please listen to this history, and I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
Situation in Mali, Algeria. We hand the microphone tonight to Daouda Tekete, journalist and political analyst, who emphasizes that well before Algeria's independence, Mali was one of the countries that provided support in various forms to this country. And the case of the postage stamp is illustrative. To better understand, let's listen to Daouda Tekete, who provides explanations to Youssouf Diakite's microphone.
This stamp was issued by the government of the First Republic of Mali, led by the party The Union on the Nezardeyas. It is the physical expression of the solidarity of the Malian people, led by the Union on the Nezardeyas towards the people of Algeria, fighting for their independence. At the same time, it is also an invitation because it is a postal stamp placed on envelopes, and everywhere letters from Mali went in the world. It was an invitation to the people of those countries to contribute to the Algerian people fighting for their independence. Beyond this aspect of physical expression of the Malian people's solidarity towards the Algerian people in struggle, this stamp was issued even before the recognition by Mali of the Provisional Government of the Algerian Republic. This was done in 1961. So, when this theme was issued, it was 30 francs. You can see that on the theme, it says 25 francs plus 5 francs. The 5 francs were a contribution that each Malian made to Algeria in the context of its struggle for independence. It was Mali's financial contribution. So imagine that. At the time, there was no internet, there were no electronic messages, it was all letters. How many letters were sent from Mali, within Mali, and outside of Mali by the Malians? Just imagine the financial impact that could have. And this was brought in foreign currency, because at the time we had the CFA francs, which only had value within the former French colonies. But so it was with the conversion of that amount into foreign currency that we made a contribution to the Algerian people. Yet at the time we ourselves had major troubles, major issues with currency. You see to what extent we made sacrifices for the Algerian people. This is actually the message behind the stamp that was issued by the Republic of Mali under the leadership of Modibo Keïta and his fellow fighters, guided by the vision that has always been at the core of the Union Sudanese RD Party. This period spanned from 1961 to 1962. It continued until the end of December 1962, after Algeria gained independence. On July.
Thank you, families, for listening. You heard it all. The stamp and letters and everything. We help one another. Africa, that's how we are, because we are families. So we help one another. We even went on to help others that have colonized us. So why not helping your neighbor? And so when this happened, it shocked everyone. I just came across a video, but please listen to the second words about what happened. I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
And following the reactions, still, after the destruction of the Malian drone by Algeria, a country that benefited from Mali's support for its independence, we approached the president of the Party for Integration and Sovereignty, Boubacar Bokoum. He is interviewed by Mo Chemuko Konate.
It is very regrettable today that Mali and Algeria have reached this point, because historically we have always considered this country as a brotherly country, a friendly country. It should also not be forgotten that during the entire Algerian independence struggle, Mali stood by Algeria. The Gao region at one point was even considered a rear base to support the FLN. to deploy its troops, to train, and to be able to resist colonization. It is surprising today that Algeria has suddenly changed its stance. I very sincerely think that the Algerian government is acting in very bad faith, because simply you don't shoot down a drone at the border with a neighboring country without warning, without communicating with that country. It is still important for Algeria to understand that Mali is not someone's backyard. Can we diplomatically find a solution, a favorable outcome? I think so. We are destined to live together. We are neighboring countries. We are brotherly peoples. Errors in judgment lead to on both sides. Adopting belligerent stances is one thing, but I think reason must prevail. Because today, whether it's Algeria or Mali, no one has an interest in opening a front between Mali and Algeria. We dare to hope that common sense will prevail. Today we have a Malian diplomacy that is very dynamic, very active, and not inclined towards war. We are not a belligerent people. We always stand for peace, but with respect for our dignity.
Thank you. Thank you so much, families, for listening to our brother, our uncle as well. What he has to say according to history, what happened and what is going on. And his hope is this will be diplomatic way of solving this problem before it escalates. Because I mean, things are boring up around this table concerning this particular issue. We hope it will be solved within a short time. But then when I was working on this video, as I said, I came across a video, a news between France and Algeria. I was like, wow, I didn't see this coming, because all along, some of us were thinking or saying maybe they are working together. Maybe it's them asking them to do this. But then when I listen to this news, things are not good between them either. So what is going on here? Families, listen, I'll be back. Thank you so much for your time.
The Algerian President Abdelmadjid Tebboune threatens to sever diplomatic relations with France after the Algerian chargé d'affaires in Créteil was placed in provisional detention. The Algerian authorities have once again summoned the French ambassador following the arrest by French authorities of an employee of the Algerian consulate. In Créteil, Algeria has demanded the immediate release of the consular employee who is in provisional detention. In the same context, it has insisted that the rights related to his employment be strictly respected, whether within the framework of international agreements or bilateral agreements. This allows him to defend himself properly and under basic conditions. Algeria has categorically rejected both the form and substance of the reasons presented by the French Anti-Terrorism Prosecutor's Office to support its decision to place its consular employee in Créteil in provisional detention. In a remarkable development that apparently brought Algerian-French relations back to square one, Algeria informed the French authorities through its ambassador, Stéphane Romaté, of Algeria's strong protest against the decision of the French judicial authorities to charge and detain one of its consular employees who performs his duties on French territory and is subject to provisional detention. This is part of the opening of a judicial investigation into the allegations of the criminal's abduction. Amir Boukaz, who goes by the name Amir DZ. Algeria emphasized that this judicial turn, unprecedented in the history of Algerian-French relations, is not a mere coincidence. Rather, it is a specific context and motivation aimed at undermining the process of reviving bilateral relations, which had been agreed upon by the presidents of the two countries during their recent phone call. Algeria emphasized that this unfortunate and inappropriate development reveals that some French parties do not share the same political will to revive bilateral relations. And this also reflects a difference in the level of commitment, the lack of goodwill and honesty necessary to create the conditions for a normal and peaceful resumption of relations. Algeria asserts that it will not leave this situation without consequences and will resolutely ensure the full protection of its concerned consular employees.
Thank you so much, families, for listening. Wow, did you see that one coming? I didn't see that one coming. Not at all, because when the thing happened, I was thinking maybe they are involved, or other people who do not normally show their faces, some organizations, countries, we know how they work. Families, listen to this short news. What do you think? Maybe this will change your mind. It has changed my mind Now I'm thinking France is not involved, but who are the others that are involved? I don't know. We can only imagine. Are they doing it by themselves? Well, I don't know. We wait and see what will come out with. And yes, let them go on, go ahead and do their thing. We are here, we'll be watching. I'll be watching, following that news and see how it goes. Even though it's not between them and AES, anything concerning these two countries concern AES. Let's see how this game will be played. Let them do it. Maybe this will give them idea to come forward and clean their hands and let's move on and let's create peace or let's bring peace to the table and work together. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, families, thank you so much for your time. Credit to ORTM for sharing this with us. The other video, I'll put the name there. I don't have it in mind. Thank you so much for sharing the Algeria and France news with us. At least some of us has idea what is going on between these two countries. We hope that it end up peacefully, so it will not come and bite us. We don't want any trouble. Thank you so much, families. I will see you soon. Have a great day. Bye bye.